Watch the flag stand to the top right. The Chevrolet flag stand, and we're underway with the Chevy Detroit Grand Prix.
Oh, look at that. Palou with another good jump. Look at Scott Dixon in the orange and blue to the outside, and Romain Grosjean.
Hello, IndyCar fans. Welcome to Formula Pun Racer. Were the two latest IndyCar races exciting or what? I speak of downtown Detroit and Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, at the circuit they call Road America. Man, oh man, those two races did have its share of exciting ups and downs, all right. And with Alex Palou of Spain and Chip Ganassi not having the best Indy 500 result he was hoping for, he made up for that by starting on pole in Detroit. Will Power of Australia at Team Penske would start second. In the first corner of that green flag start, Palou would take the lead with Will Power right behind. But further back in the field on that same start, KyleKirkwood was starting to enhance his share of excitement. At first, from flying over Jack Harvey and Rinus VeeKay at St. Petersburg in the season opener, to being capsized in Turn 2 at the Indianapolis 500, and between those two races, taking his first IndyCar career win at Long Beach. However, in the first corner at the green flag start, KyleKirkwood had another scare as well. Only this time he wasn't the one flying or being capsized. Yumko's Hollinger racing driver Callum Illot would end up rear-ending KyleKirkwood. Illot was out, but KyleKirkwood, with a broken rear wing, was able to actually limp back to the pits to continue on. As they say, talk about winging it. Alex Palou maintained the lead when the race went back to green, and 11 laps later, when Marcus Ericsson, this year's season opening winner, as well as last year's Indy 500 winner, took his first pit of the day, it turned out to be quite an interesting battle between himself and Graham Rahal when Ericsson got back on the track right in front of Graham Rahal, considering that Ericsson was on colder tires and Graham was definitely on hots and, well, eventually needed to pit himself. But the fact that he had some time trying to get around Marcus Ericsson at that point, this is what he had to say over the radio in respect to Marcus Ericsson.
Reynolds machine with Graham Rahal, 180 plus miles per hour down into this hairpin.
That's pretty impressive for Ericsson to outbreak Rahal on cold tires.
As late as me, but he's on cold tires.
Graham's impressed too.
He's impressed.
No doubt about it. Seeing Marcus hold off Graham like that on colder tires with less grip tells us one thing about those Firestones. He's on a roll with this, and the executives at Firestone never tire at seeing their products take a lot of wins in IndyCar racing. Well, IndyCar fans, if you believe this race was anything but scot-free, you would definitely be correct, as the two New Zealanders of Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin would duke it out with each other on lap 30 going down the backstretch. With Scott McLaughlin driving the Gallagher-sponsored car, he had the benefit of Team Penske behind him, of course, but Scott Dixon in the PNC Bank-sponsored Honda driving for Chip Ganassi would have the upper hand, being more experienced and the warmer tires than Scott McLaughlin had. Once again, with PNC Bank behind Scott Dixon, he was able to cash in on a good pass. Quite a way to deposit good results in the bank for Ganassi, huh? Naturally, there was a lot more action in this race. Lap 35, Pato O'Ward was as high as third place in his Chevy-powered Arrow Mclaren when he made his pit stop. Unfortunately, things went quite awry for him, as the left rear wheel was not secured on properly, and that cost him as he attempted to leave the pits. Sadly, 8 laps later, his race would be run and downhill, as he was too fast into a corner and hit the wall. Game over for the poor Mexican. Looks like his burrito is definitely overcooked.
Not very funny.
The race restarted on lap 49, but since they say yellows breed yellows, despite the fact that Alex Palou was still leading at this point, it brought out the yellow again when Stingray Robb of Dale Coyne Racing overshot a turn. On the other side of the track, history would repeat itself when the Danish butter cookie of Christian Lundgaard also overshot a turn, but still this was enough to bring out the yellow. And exacerbating the situation is the fact that despite the fact the race was under caution, Graham Rahal crashed his car out, and Benjamin Peterson of AJ Foyt Racing followed right behind him, extending the yellow even further. Pretty frustrating for Graham, isn't it? The green flag would fly on lap 56. This time it was Will Power who would take the lead over, but 9 laps later, in an exciting drag race between him and Alex Palou, it was the young Spaniard in the green Honda that got back his lead. 2 laps later, Palou, Power McLaughlin, and Rosenqvist would pit and cycle through, giving up the lead to Alexander Rossi. But then 2 laps later, I swear you could have seen doubles in the hairpin as the 2 Arrow McLaren drivers of Rossi and Rosenqvist were at each other, going wheel to wheel. What better coordination, what unison, I must say.
Stop copying me! Why don't you just leave me alone?
Amazing. Perfect unison even when fighting.
That same lap when the 2 Arrow McLaren boys were side by side with each other in the hairpin, further down the track, the Grosjean McLaughlin drama continues as they both touched wheels. At least they were able to continue on. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great day for Grosjean either, as 12 laps later, he would be in the wall.
Maybe at himself.
Turn 4 just got onto the apex curve, into the apex.
With 14 laps to go, the race restarted once again, with Alex Palou firmly in the lead. But since the term yellows breed yellows continues to hold sway at this race, what happened would be that David Malukas of Dale Coyne Racing crashed at that restart, bringing the race under yellow once again. The race would restart once again on lap 90, with Palou pulling away. 2 laps later, though, the final caution came out when Santino Ferrucci at AJ Foyt and Stingray Robb of Dale Coyne went side by side with each other. But unfortunately, it was Stingray that came off worse, bringing out the final caution of the day. With 5 laps to go, the race would stand to green, and there would be no stopping Alex Palou. The young Spaniard would take his second IndyCar race win of the season. Congratulations, Alex Palou. Will Power of Team Penske finished second. Felix Rosenqvist of Arrow McLaren would finish third. This would indeed put Alex Palou at the top of the championship points.
Where's Marcus?
Ah, yes, the 2 Marcuses in the race that also happen to be Alex Palou's Chip Ganassi teammates. I'll tell you where they finished. Marcus Armstrong of New Zealand, the rookie, finished 8th, and his Swedish teammate Marcus Ericsson, last year's Indy 500 winner, I'm afraid to say he finished 9th. And it is unfortunate that while that same day as this Detroit Grand Prix was the Spanish Grand Prix, all the fans there cheering on Fernando Alonso in his green Aston Martin was hoping for a good result. As I said in my last video, he unfortunately finished 7th. So, back here in America, at least one Spaniard in a green car won a race. Hooray! Alright, congrats, Alex Palou.
Hooray! People are paying attention to me.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this part 1 of this 2-parter, the sequel will speak of the IndyCar race at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And that's where things get really cheesy. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. I could always use more subscribers. And I hope to see you all catching up for the next race. Get ready for some racing action and a good laugh at Formula Pun Racer. See you in the next video, everyone. Here are the final results of the race in Detroit. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders, and once again, Alex Palou, felicidad!